2011 amended and other access. Are you through? I'm not hearing you. Again?
Each state is to review its state constitution in order to conform to the constitution of the Republic of South Sudan 2011 as amended and hierarchies.
That's it. Now we move to page 4. Page 4, which is in the recommendations. You see it's 17 there, which says the national government established border committees, is commission. Commission. Done? Okay, 38. 38, establish councils is plural. Traditional authority leaders at all levels of government.
Go to S.
At all levels of government.
All levels of government.
Council for Traditional Authorities.
At all levels of government. Done?
Done.
Okay. Page 5. 51. The last line. Ural oil mill is not mile. Mill. Oil. Ural oil mill. MILL.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait. Page 6, 82. 82 encourage sports and athletic clubs, not cups.
Yeah.
Okay. The last 83, H, compensation, no S. Done?
Yeah.
Now, you're numbering solutions. Goes the basic in page 3, basic services and economics. They are part of the resolutions. If you decide to, unless you decide to have each subtitle different numbering, but since you move from peace security, it was 10, and then governance is 11, which is good. Basic services should start from 24 to 27. And then economics from 28 to 31. Now, have to decide whether the recommendations will have a different numbering or a continuation of the numbering from resolutions. Oh, yes. Have you done that? Huh? You have changed the numbering.
Yes.
Okay, we go to page 1, where we have a reference to UNDP, thanking UNDP for its logistics. You write UNDP is stroke UNMISS. UNDP stroke UNMISS.
That's in page 3,
Huh?
page 1.
Page 1. Page 1, paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth paragraph.
Done?
Done? That is all. Well, those are our resolutions and recommendations. We pass them on. So they are passed. Yeah, simple. You want my assistance again? Assist. Okay. Thank you. Well, I think we should now prepare. It's 9. The president is coming at 10. I hope that is the case, protocol. Yeah. Huh? Same. That's good. Hmm? Yeah. Can I give you a break? And in 10 minutes before he comes,
Yes.
break for tea, I think.
Yeah, break for tea, and we want to thank the rapporteurs, including the VP, the first VP. Thank you very much for the good job. Yeah, Jama, you do it better. So and you just do it slowly. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much. Small advice. Yeah. Before you go for tea, Mandela. One time told his leaders who were in all the 9 provinces of South Africa, be careful of the monster called pride. Pride will make you look down on the people who haven't attained your level of success. 2, he said, when you are at the bottom, be careful of the monster called bitterness. Because bitterness and jealousy will put you to the top. Be careful of the monster called greed. Greed will make you impatient and make you stand and sick and cut down on others. When you are on the way down, be careful of monsters who despair. Despair will make you, there is hope. Thank you very much. Bajambi. Let's go for G. There was somebody who lost the key. Somebody lost the key, and I have that key.
Good morning, everybody. I wish to thank the governors, especially in the chief administrative areas, for coming into this important governors forum up. Excellent. And the Minister of Presidential Affairs, for this occasion to take place, it is very important, is where the governors and the leaders of the nation can exchange their views and come out with a resolution how to run the government. And will be made, please, if there's anybody, the traveling might be starting tomorrow until Wednesday. So be ready when the closing of this occasion is finalized by the president.
Long speaker.
For our program. The military might and the industrial might. But the greatest gift is you provide for our people. As we wait for our president to come, I still see some people behind there. Only the security should be as we go back. It is not one of the resolution, but the women of South Sudan request on behalf of them, you visit it is because you don't know each other, you quarrel. Those little fights, they don't take us anywhere. Those little quarrels, they don't take us anywhere. Alvin Ning doesn't take us anywhere. Aisha Marat, they will not take us anywhere. But what will take us anywhere is when we join our hands, when we do rank. What is the matter? We are all in this thing called South Sudan. Yes, I think we are ready. And we are ready. Please take your seat. I still see people walking around. We receive now UN Special Representative. And
see you later, not having Wi-Fi when you want.
Wakini man marora ya ke ju la ya ke dia wa che ban du chen to ram ke marora wa ma ke ti jwa ke nyai ko ta wa do ngare ya ya do ri ni ka ti ni wa ra para ka dia wa salam ale wa kin ga ndu and then ga mo jam shukran
ونحن هسه خاشين للشهر السادس
هذه
ما صرفنا مواعيد
free administrative area.
صرفنا لقيت شهر واحد شهر 2 3 4 5 دخلنا ل6 5 شهر صح؟ ما صرفنا مواد.
Thank you very much. Our President Kir Mayat, the UN Special Representative Samuel Doe, our sorry, I didn't mean it. Our Vice President, the speakers of National Assembly and Speaker of Council of States, our advisors, the ministers, the governors, ministers of states, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long day, Mr. President, long week, day and night, thinking through our issues as people of South Sudan. Because they are the one closer to the people of South Sudan in terms of services that will be delivered. The religious leaders said Jima and Bishop to come to the podium to pray for us.
The letter of St. Peter, First Peter, chapter 2, verse 9. But you are a chosen people, a holy nation, special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you. Your Excellency, the President, all protocol observed. You are a holy nation. You are a chosen leaders, a chosen governors. You have sat for a couple of days. You have reasons together. You have shared your experiences and challenges. And you have also ate together. What a wonderful holy nation and leaders that now, goodness of God, go to your respective states and institutions and declare that indeed we are the holy nation. We are the holy leaders under our able President, His Excellency Salva Kiir. Shall we bow for the word of God? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Our God, we want to say thank you. You are the Alpha and the Omega. You have started with us. And today, this is the last day. You have never left us alone. You are with us. And we want to say thank you for this couple of days. We're able to share the experiences of this nation and even the challenges, oh Father. And for the recommendation. Thank you, Father. I pray that, Lord, you send these men and women, these leaders that you have chosen them to lead this country, to go out and share your goodness, oh Father. Thank you, Lord. Pray that, Lord, this nation is a blessed nation indeed, and that, Lord, it will prosper, protect us, govern us, and that, Lord, will give you all the honor and glory.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على وسلم تسليما كثيرا. وبعد، صاحب الفخامة الفريق أول سلفا كير مياردي رئيس الجمهورية، أصحاب الفخامة نواب الرئيس، protocol observed. After hearing from different states, we as the religious leaders, we feel that there is a hope now for moving ahead with this country. And then we want to thank them for wonderful report which they gave us from different states. Number two, the appeal from our friends from international community and from our diplomats who are in South Sudan, that implementers of this peace agreement, the way which is moving in right direction. If we want to demolish something, it will be easy for that. But to build it again may take time. So now we are building this nation, we are building this peace agreement. So please, you help us, support our leaders, stand with them. Don't rush. Let us move slowly, correctly, in the right place. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا عرضنا الأمانة على السماوات والجبال والأرض والجبال فأبين أن يحملنها فأشفقنا منها وحملها الإنسان إنه كان ظلوما جهولا. صدق الله
without taking time, I will call upon the Minister, Dr. Benjamin, to come and read the resolution. Please take the podium.
With your permission, His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit, and recognizing His Excellency First Vice President, and recognizing our Vice President, national ministers, our governors, our state ministers, diplomatic representation in this country, the state ministers, and the rest of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to read the state governor's report with regards to resolutions and recommendations. This forum, resolutions and recommendations, the preamble, we, the participants of the fifth government forum, and the three chief administrative areas and other delegates to the forum hosted in Juba City from the 22nd to the 29th of November 2021. Of His Excellency President Salva, by His Excellency Riek Machar Tengdurgun. The role of states and administrative areas in the implementation of the revitalized agreement on the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan RRCs for a peaceful, stable, and prosperous South Sudan. Applauding His Excellency General Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan, for reverting the country to 10 states and establishing the three administrative areas leading the country wisely, and for his commitment to the implementation of the RRCs, which has brought peace to our country. Commending His Excellency Dr. Riek Machar Tengdurgun, First Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan, for effectively sharing the meetings of the Governors Forum to a successful conclusion. Expressing heartfelt gratitude, Minister of Presidential Affairs, for leading the organization of this Governors Forum, which has not been held in the past 5 years. Thanking the United Nations Development for its logistical, technical, and financial support to the whole process. We thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Samuel Doe of the UNDP, for the great logistical support we have had, Mr. President. Together with Annis and others, they have given us tremendous assistance for us to hold this conference. Now, the resolutions on peace and security. Number one, a firm commitment of the states to the implementation of the RRCs. Two, continue disseminating the RRCs. Three, pursue holding more local peace initiatives across the country to end the communal conflicts. Four, the child and women abduction wherever it occurs has to be stopped. Regulate movement of cattle to avoid conflicts between pastoralists and farmers. Return schools, lands, recreational centers, and public open spaces given to investors and individuals. Return confiscated properties of religious institutions, including land. 8, commend the peace efforts made by President Salva Kiir Mayardit in the region, namely Juba Peace Agreement in the Sudan, here in Juba, a peace initiative on conflict between the Ethiopian government and the TPLF. C, a peace initiative on border conflict between Sudan and Ethiopia. And D, a peace initiative on conflict on one side and Egypt and Sudan on the other side, to commemorate the nuns that died in this conflict. The forum calls His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit for a consideration for the resumption of Rome peace talks with the whole out groups. That is SOMA. 10, administrators are to adhere to the power sharing ratios as per the agreement in allocating constitutional position on the issue. 11, state government to collect personal income tax, PIT, of the state employees. 12, complete establishment of local government councils in municipalities and counties. 13, introduce e-government at state administrative areas to the Governors Forum. We're talking about next year. 15, and their deputies to run for legal government as per peace agreement. 16, in the process of developing powers and resources to states and counties as per RRCs, the state governments are to contribute in the process. Each state is to review state constitution in order to conform to the Constitution of the Republic of South Sudan 2011 amended and RRCs. 18, the interpretation of the national flag. This is important for all of us to know. A, the black color in the flag symbolizes the people of South Sudan. Black, red, and green. That is the white, two white colors. C, the red color symbolizes the blood of the martyrs fighting for this country. D, from immemorial, by the way, not just beginning with the Nyanya one and the SPLM, SPLA, it goes back as far back our great ancestors were fighting hard in this country. D, the green color symbolizes the fertile land of South Sudan. E, the color of the triangle in the flag is sky blue. I repeat, is sky blue, and it symbolizes the Nile and its tributaries. It bonds all the other colors of the flag, like the Nile, and its tributaries bonds the lands of South Sudan. It unites all that. F, the yellow star symbolizes the hope for a bright future for the people of South Sudan. Sometimes you get the goal around the flag, that is just a decoration. You don't need to have it, but it is important. The flags, small flags used by our president, other dignitaries, you can put your goal there. Good luck. 19, the site, they must be of standard sizes. The length of the standard flag is 1.5 meters. That is the length. While the width is only 1 meter. Those are the strict measurements of the flag. Especially for our state government, they will observe that. In production of the national flag, the producers must conform to the correct color, measurement proportions in accordance to application, whether it is a hand flag or a big one, flags with the correct one. And administrative areas. States and counties to the presidency for the knowledge of the leadership. The states and administrative areas shall conduct yearly agricultural and counties. The states and counties. Resolutions on we come to them. Those were the resolutions. On recommendations on peace and security, we recommend encourage the presidency to expedite the training, graduation, and three, conduct peaceful disarmament across the country. 4, hold a peace conference between unity state and rural administrative states or counties with similar issues. 5, continue peace conferences between Jonglei State and 2 conferences. 7, empower traditional and religious leaders to deal with it. Number 9, Council of States issues. the national government to establish border commissions to replace the current committees. Number 12, all government institutions foreign policy that aims at maintaining good relations with other countries. 15, all the constitutional post holders of defunct 32 states. I think there are about 2,500 of them. 19, 18, expedite the final resolution on the status of ABI. 19, elect 20, regulate consumption of alcohol. There's no Sharia law in this country. So you regulate it, Honorable Governor. 22, print and distribute more copies of art. 22, Forum as from 2006 to 2014. 35, strengthen the wildlife service to protect game reserves and national parks across the country. 36, urge all public and private sectors to display the official map of South Sudan in the offices and the official functions, because there are a lot of different maps we have seen in so many offices, which are not the real map. This is a very serious issue, and I think, Honorable Governor, Mr. President, have been distributed to the Republic of South Sudan, the boundaries shown. The recommendations on economics urge the Ministry of Finance and Planning and the Bank of South 38 states and administrative areas to coordinate with the Bank of South Sudan on all matters relating to the regulations, licensing, and the promotion of financial country. 39, in the light of the national government is to support South Sudanese private sector. Number 40, to enhance peace and stability across the country, the government is to provide employment and skill opportunities to youth. 41, guarantee rights of youth to work anywhere in the 42, establish national youth service across the country. 43, adopt measures to deal with environmental impact in oil producing areas. 44, provide land for investment in all this grazing. 45, encourage use of ox plows in the states. 46, mobilize resources for state development. Number 47, allocate funds to revive defunct schemes in the country, such as Anzara Complex, Mangala and Melut sugar scheme since the British days, when the British administration was still here. A wheel rice scheme, you have Upper Talanga Tea Project, Waitoka Coffee, Waitoka Tobacco, Gatire Timber, and that Gilo Tonch Enough, and Ural Oil Mill. 48, organized and engaged South Sudanese diaspora to contribute to development of South Sudan. 49, increase the size of allocations to states and administrative areas fairly and equitably. 50, release timely conditional transfers to states and administrative areas. 51, to ensure quality seeds and timely provision of seeds to farmers. The National Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is to regulate and control the award of contracts to companies that provide seeds. Number 52, urge the national government to allocate funds to the state for construction of feeder roads. 50, allocated to oil producing states, administrative areas, and community. Constitution amended and Petroleum Revenue Act. Number 54, implement the reviewed and approved salary structure immediately. Number 55, transfer all assets of the former Egyptian irrigation projects in South Sudan to the national. 56, rehabilitate the irrigation schemes in Rang and Manyo counties in Upper Nile State. 57, welcome the assumption of South Sudan Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation to the chair of the Council of Ministers of the Nile Basin Council. 58, urge the Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation to organize the next summit of the heads of state and government. 59, partners. The recommendations on basic services. Number 59, provide basic services to lessen grievances and conflicts among the population. 60, support individuals and communities affected by floods. 61, review the alignment of road construction plans, the plans for the road. That is N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, A1, A2, etc., taking into consideration the concerns. Improve teachers' working conditions to motivate and enhance performance in the schools. 63, incorporate in the curriculum of general education the following: communication, collaboration, creative and critical thinking, responsible citizens' character. Number 64, South Sudan educational curriculum shall remain the current system, 8, 4, and 4, meaning 8 and at least 3 years in the college or 4 years and more at the university. Number 65, allocate scholarships to state and administrative areas equitably. 66, allocate more time to state news and other local programs on SSBC and other media outlets. 67, for agricultural transformation, encourage adoption of cooperative development principles. 68, research centers and training institutions. 69, establish agro-mechanical service centers across the country to support expansion of agricultural production and productivity and to enhance food security. Number 70, protect and provide services to refugees, IDPs, and returnees, as well as host communities. 71, conduct environmental and social impact assessment prior to commissioning of development projects. 73, to control and mitigate the impact of floods, build dams, canals, dikes, and bridge water institutional capacity. 75, states to provide land to national institutions such as requested by the Ministry of Labor and Bank of South Sudan. 76, revive school sports tournaments, areas and counties. 78, establish the following funds. A, stabilization fund. B, future generations fund. C, healthcare support fund. E, student support fund. F, youth enterprise fund. G, women enterprise fund. H, compensation and reparation fund. I, infrastructure fund. And J, social security fund. President, as you read them, there's been an extensive interaction between the governments and the national government. Thank you very much for reading this.
Thank you very much. I think we have given ourselves the real work to do. And as we go back to our state, say again, we have nothing to do, but a lot of work to do. All these recommendations and resolutions. Let me call upon the UN representative, special representative, the country director for UN UDP, Samuel Doe. The floor is yours.
Excellency, Republic of South Sudan, the Chief Justice of Chief Affairs of Administrative Areas, national and state ministers, the senior government officials, Excellencies, members of the UN family, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the special representative of the Secretary General here in South Sudan and the entire UN family, I congratulate the government and the governors for the amicable manner with which the Governors Forum was held in the last 6 days. The discussions, as I observed during these days, were substantive and cordial, and that reflects, Your Excellency, the resolutions that have been read to all of us. In our view, as the UN family, we are convinced the three objectives were fully achieved. The first objective, Your Excellency, was for the governors and the national government to have an opportunity to interact and exchange views on what obtained at the state, county, and Payam level. We saw those exchanges during the last 6 days. The second objective was for governors and the government to deliberate on the critical issues that affect the country, especially those issues that affect the lives of the people on the ground. And as you have seen in the resolution, Your Excellency, those issues were deliberated intensely. The United Nations family will stand with you as you go back to resolutions. We are convinced, having sat in this room for the last 6 days, that South the extent of interaction and cordiality expressed in this room almost makes me feel that whatever political challenges we have are quite superficial to the deep-rooted connectedness of the people of this country. So I want to urge all of us, as we have celebrated and enjoyed the culture and political behavior, and peaceful, determined to live with dignity and pride in a country of people that are cohesive and hopeful. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Allowed me to call on our Speaker of Council of States, Right Honorable Deng Deng Akon. The floor is yours.
His Excellency Gerald Salva Kiir. President Kalasta, Infrastructure Cluster. Honorable Chief Justice Chandraj Madud, His Excellency Representative South Sudan, Head of UNMISS, His Excellency Interim Chairperson of ADJAMAC, demonstrators, religious leaders, all protocol observed. I greet you in the name of our country, South Sudan. Your Excellency, the President, honorable governors, and chief demonstrators, allow me on onset to register my appreciation this forum is a platform where the national and state, administrative areas, and governments represented in executive and legislature convey, share crucial issues of governance, business implementation of RXS, so as to put down safeguards and that will ensure a speedy implementation of remaining crucial part as well. We are already behind the timeline specified in the peace agreement and service delivery. As far as delivery of development service project, and service is concerned. We all agreed that the RXS did not reasonably silence the gun among the parties. At this juncture, we would like to commend the in this forum, the Council of State would like to emphasize on the interlinkages and the Council mandate prescribed contribute to the building of the required ground necessary for good governance and good working relationship between the council and the state governors and chief administrators. In letter, he is fully adhere to observing the provision of outline fairly. Firstly, government in the state and administrative areas overstep that the role of the two arms of government, executive, legislature in the state and in administrative areas role. If these two principles are fully adhered to all, I will assure you state would also want to bring to attention Council of State is small. It's in areas that fall within their responsibility. That's the two-arm government. At the level must not obstruct the Council of the State from undertaking the constitutional mandate to oversee the action or inaction of government, and that of the administrative areas are not withdraw their interest of our constitution and local government act of 2009. The same applies to Government Act 2009. On the other hand, Council of State government and that of the administrative areas create an administrative areas by doing that. But and personnel, the NGOs should be allowed to conduct cooperate with NGOs so as to help the latter carry out It is also important to note here that Council of the State is aware of it. Environment devastating situation created for early warning and proactive to assess this. Communities and state at the according to the Council of the State, account fund has stipulated in the petroleum revenue
All the people who have worked Rosalind, enjoy your food. Office of the President staff, they have not been sleeping, they have been up and down. The media houses, the young people on the mic, all the governments, officials who have been here to support it. And lastly, the Freedom Hall staff who have really been staying up longer than all of us. I will call upon the representative. I will give the floor to the representative of the governors, and then from there he will call the vice president. So I'm out of here. You will not see me again. Thank you very much for allowing me to be there. Thank you very much. The first vice president. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic, Your Excellency Dr. Yang Machar Teng, the first Vice President of the Republic, the governors. Your Excellency, first I would like to, in the interest of this forum, we the governors would have respected the protocol, or at least would have spoken before the Speaker of the Council says this first observation that I would like to make. However, I'm very thankful my colleagues who sat here for these 6 days, and today is the 7th day. Excellency, we have Governor Luis Lobongo Njore, the Governor of Eastern Equatoria, and his entire delegation of all the ministers and secretary general of the government. We also have the Governor and his entire team. We have the Governor of Western Baragazal State, Sarah Keleto,
I wish that you stand and the presidency, my colleagues, have been announcing your names and the audience because he has not been around to acknowledge that we have been there. We also have Governor Ken, the governor of Northern Bargazal. We have Governor Alfred Pudio, the governor of Western Equatoria. We also have Governor Tinai Tagore, the governor of Jongole State. We have Governor General Ring, the governor of Lake State. These delegations, thank you for standing with their delegation there. They're represented by and then the chief administrators, Paul of RBA and your delegation, Chief Administrator Ame, Before administration and the entire administration. The chief administrator rank is represented by the deputy chief administrator and the entire delegation. Your Excellency, and of course myself, my delegation, you can start from Central Victoria, and myself. Yes, thank you so much. First of all, for your steadfast commitment to the implementation of the peace agreement, and for organizing this conference, bringing all of us, the governors and the chief administrators, to this noble conference. And we want to say thank you, Your Excellency. We, the governors, pledge our commitment under your wise leadership in ensuring as a people in the implementation of the agreement. And thank you for organizing, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we had a very fruitful discussion. And I'm sure the Honorable Minister of Presidential Affairs might have shared. We talked as brothers and sisters of South Sudanese on issues that are pertinent to the implementation of the revitalized agreement or the resolution of conflicts this public. And Your Excellency, and I can attest to that we have exchanged views. But equally, we have benefited from each other's experience as states and even the national government. Some of us, who came, we will listen to the respective ministers' presentation. And we discovered that, Your Excellency, we are doing enough. Only other your leaders have really exhaustively acknowledged that we are doing enough, in spite of the challenges that befall our nation. And I think we need to appreciate ourselves on that line. Your Excellency, this conference has come timely. These resolutions from the Prime Board will make our development partners, the line institutions, for us to coordinate and cooperate in the implementation of this resolution. Such that in the next conference, we will be able to have a measure, a yardstick, that the fifth governors forum were able to move this far, and we will have known the direction that we have taken. And definitely, if we implement much of this resolution, I'm sure the Republic of South Sudan will be stable, prosperous. And we as governors will rally behind your leadership, rally behind the leaders of this country and the government of South Sudan. And to be patient. And I know the expectation of people are high, and that is their right. But we want to seize the opportunity to call upon them to be patient with their government in the implementation of the agreement. I know there are voices that are saying it is slow, but I think it's better we implement in a manner that does not take us to war, but keep us in peace and harmony. To be patient with the people of South Sudan. not to give us pressure. Because as the people and the government, we need their support as opposed to opposing us. Because we believe that once supported under your leadership, definitely will achieve what they want. Acknowledging and appreciating, we have acknowledged the support of our partners. And we believe that you will call this donor conference to support our projects and programs that are in the states. And we are ready to give you the necessary conditions and hidden access so that you deliver both services, humanitarian or otherwise. And I thank you, Mr. President, for listening, everybody. God bless us. Audience, to invite the person who chaired this meeting on their behalf. And I think he has done a very great job. My colleagues will acknowledge. And that is His Excellency Dr. Riek Machar, the first Vice President of the Republic, to come and address this forum and invite you. And I thank you. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic, Right Honorable Speaker Deng Deng Akon, Speaker of Council of States, Right Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Presidential Advisors, National Ministers, Honorable Governors, Chief Administrators, Honorable Samuel Doe, Country Director of UNDP, Diplomatic Corps, Assalamu alaikum. To just say two few points. Your Excellency, the reports we heard from the 10 state governors and 3 chief administrators varied a lot. There were states who had embarked on to quell some security problems. That and exhibitions. So it shows you the variation of how our states are So there is more interest in the governance forum being attended by many of the national ministers. And in this, they are right, because the states are the ones that deliver services. The ones much national ministers as possible. Having applaud the UNDP, you notice in the resolutions or in the recommendations that we want to publish and distribute more copies of the resolutions and recommendations of the previous governance forum. I was elated when I
Sorry, guys, we're having a network issue, so let's try to come back. Bear with us.
want to produce 7 recommendations. Some are directed as a forum, which they call each state has a forum, which is called commissioners forum, where the commissioners and state government discuss their issues. I hope the next time when we come to the governor's forum, the commissioners forum will be held in the respective states, so that they come with first achievements of their counties and the challenges that they face in their country. And when they come here, they would have a comprehensive report, summarized and reflecting what is on the ground. Your Excellency, it would be good to start working on the next government that I know when it was initiated in 2006, it was three times a year. It was quarterly. But with the economic situation we are in, I think we can afford twice a year. And it would be good to prepare for the next governors forum from now so that we have, so if the next forum is held in May, they will benefit a lot when they will be discussing in June with the Ministry of Finance in setting up the budget. And the other one would be done at nearly the same time in November. If we have planned it this way, we will not be missing.
test for genuine partnership. It will also foster meaningful collaboration at all levels between us and our development partners. The second aspect we need to consider on this issue of funds by government officials. This has been a sticky point between us and our partners. While work is still ongoing on public financial arrangement reforms, retain power over the disbursement of their programming money. Until that time, when they are confident in our ability to account for their money. What they cannot do, as stated earlier, is design programs without consulting relevant government institutions. We will also object to any use of operational setbacks in our path of peace consolidation to justify excluding government in any new programming area. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, another critical aspect you discussed in the last 6 days was the role of the states and administrative areas in the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement. This point cannot be emphasized more to you. Each and every one in this hall recognize that war means the breakdown of law and order. As governors and chief administrators on the front of the areas, you all know without law and order at the lowest level in US, all we have achieved since February 2020 will be reversed and has many fighting. Without law and order, we cannot hold credible elections, which is the end game of the revitalized peace agreement. We will also not be able to repatriate our citizens who are still residing in refugee camps in neighboring countries. And this, my dear brothers and sisters, is the only thing that we must maintain agreement. The interim period ends with the elections. And if these elections are credibly held, then we would have moved away from all the transparent taxing mandate between the national government and the state government should not be taken as a pretext for unilateral, uncoordinated, insufficient, or effective revenue collection policies, strategies, and practices at any level of our government. Such risks, if not checked, will result into an inequitable, non-transparent tax system with the excessive tax burden on our people. With a serious negative repercussions on investment, private sector growth, and the stability of South Sudan as one nation. Let us all uphold the supremacy of our national laws over state laws as provided for in Schedule E to the transitional constitution of our republic in cases where there are any contradictions between our laws until such time that the desired amendments are done.
It's your boy Young I give him that thing. Punchal like a stand, punchy America. Punching it all, the punchal like a stand, punchy America. Punching it all, the ban walk on the lake, and car water no watching. Oga level like gear, pow, very lake. Panda with ya, punchy America. Panya 12 and now, chingatongo pandon, could you ever buy a check out? Papu panda juru, what ya be? Pancho legs stand, punchy America.